Hello and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. I am Ken Ochonogo. It is hot, a very, very hot Sunday because we're going to have a potpourri of sports stories, starting from football to tennis to Formula One, the tracks were burning, the African and Nigerian national record in 200 meters, indoor record anyway, had just been obliterated by, Favor Ofili running 22.16 seconds. So, there are things we want to look about. There are the good, the bad, the ugly, a lot of things that we're going to discuss today. And then you have nowhere to go than to stay with us in the next 90 minutes. So let us, 75 minutes. So let us start and look at what is happening. Where do we go? Do we say, okay, Falcons, Super Falcons, the ups and the downs? Yes, aggregate score 3-0 against the Ivorians. They went to Cote d'Ivoire and defeated the Ivorians. But when they came back home, it was a different story. They were held up for 3, 4, 5 hours, and then we shall look at what transpired. The Super Eagles, we've been talking about 24th and 29th. 24th, yes, 24th and 27th of March, that is what it's supposed to be. 24th March, the first leg in Ghana, while the return leg coming up at Nandazigwe Stadium right there at Abuja. But that is not what it is now. FIFA has reversed that timetable. So we are going to play instead of 24th. Ghana will host us on the 25th, and then return leg will come here on the 29th. So you can see it has been juggled. And internationally, it is hot. What has politics got to do with sports? Ukraine, the ripple effect of the Russian presence in Ukraine is causing it over here. A lot of things are happening. Formula One rights has been cancelled. That was supposed to take place in Russia. We'll give it, that was, that is even September. It was supposed to come up September the 25th, but that has been cancelled. Champions League final, that's what took place in St. Petersburg, supposed to be 28th of May, has been removed and taken to France. Poland have said, we are not going to play first. It was a joint statement between Poland, Sweden, and Czech Republic, saying we are not going to play in Russia. But right now, we are not going to even play against Russia. That is the statement coming from Poland. The statement coming from Sweden. We are not playing Russia. It doesn't matter whether here or there. UEFA, FIFA, you guys do something about it. So a lot of these things are happening. And then coming back home at the NPFL, yes, Remo Stars, they lost 1, they lost 2, they lost 3. And people saying these guys are started like a house on fire. What has happened to them? But they are back to winning ways. So we shall also take the NPFL and see what is going on there. Rafael Nadal, he came back from injury. And right now he has played 3 tournaments and won all 3. Remember that we said without Djokovic, what would have happened at the Australian Open? Djokovic has won it, but Nadal went on to beat Medvedev in the final against all. We know how epic that final was. Coming back from two sets down, I was saying he was out. We were screaming right there on this set that day. And I know some of my do I call them? Of course, they are part of me. I'm part of them. I know what they did to me, that day. And at the end of the day, we knew what happened. But right there in Acapulco, in Mexico, the Mexican Open, he did that again. He did beat Medvedev. But Medvedev said, life is not all about tennis. What is happening also in my country is also affecting me, even if I'm a Russian. So we are going to take a look at all these stories. And I tell you, it is to be a very, very hot Sunday. Because somewhere in London, it will be Liverpool taking on Chelsea for the League Cup final. Who takes it? Chelsea fans. And that is the story, and that is another story for Chelsea. Because, yes, the man who took over Chelsea and turned the face of football, because since Roman arrived at Stamford Bridge, football has not been the same again. Not been the same again in London, not been the same again in England, not been the same again in Europe, and not been again the same in the world. No investor, no owner has ever achieved what he has achieved within that period. No owner has invested what he has done in that period. He said, I am handing over the stewardship and care. Mandatory stewardship and care to the foundation. The trustee, the stewardship and care. I repeat that. That is what he said he's doing. But then let us see: is it a step for is it a one step out, or is this going to have his full mind and heart with Chelsea? Because 3 days before that, in the parliament, a parliamentarian got up and said, "We don't think this man is fit and proper to hold any property in England." So that is the unfolding story. So we shall look at all this. We shall come to you, open the lines, and you will be part of this and let us know what is happening in the world of football. I want to start with Yemi. Yemi is in the house. Yemi, you're welcome to the show. The Falcons, our queens. I missed out something because while discussing the Falcons, also the Americans, the female national team of the USA settled. They took the soccer, US soccer to court, and they said we want equal pay with our male counterpart. Yeah. And then they got a $24 million settlement out of court. 22 million goes to them, the 16 of them, while the other 2 million is in. They can assess that for their foundation after they have finished playing. If you want to do your charity work, everybody can get up to $50,000 out of there to do what you want to do. So that is a win for them. We shall look at the breakdown, how much they earn, how much the differences, and why they believe that yes, they are the numero uno, why they should earn the same thing as the men. So where do we start from? The Falcons.
Yes, the Falcons. Good afternoon, Ken. Good afternoon, viewers. For the Falcons, they never fail to come to the party. And again, they've done it, qualifying for the African Women's Championship, doing it in grand style, defeating the Ivorians and going to seal the victory in Abidjan. Yeah. Yes, they've qualified. The next thing is for the NFF to get their act together so that at least they can have a good competition. What would a good competition be for our girls? We know that they've won this countless number of times. So winning again, just like in yesteryears, has become like a birthright for Falcons. Because even outside of Africa, we know what they've been able to do. So for me, it's for the preparation to start early. For this particular competition, all this issue with respect to welfare, which reared its ugly head again, when they were even coming back with the 3 hours delay at the airport. Although, yes, the NFF has come to apologize, issued a statement
to that, yes.
To that effect that it was beyond their control. It was the protocol, how do I put it, measures put in place at the airport. So we love the fact that the Falcons have qualified. It gives more game to the girls. And if you look at them, they're all doing well in their various careers in Europe and those plying their trade on the home front. So for me, it's a good one for the Falcons. It's a good one for female football. It's good for Nigeria. I think, like I said, let's start the preparation early and in earnest.
Okay, before I go to Theo, let us see, because we're taking that one, let us see, the NFF did come out with a statement. You remember, there was this trending story that, the Falcons, the immigration people want to collect bribe from them. That is why they didn't ask, that's why they delayed them at the airport and stuff like that. And then with the era of social media, everybody went on air. But this is the statement coming in, okay.
The Nigerian Football Federation has described as unfortunate the incident that saw players and officials of the senior women's national team, Super Falcons, delayed for over 3 hours at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, on arrival from Abidjan on Thursday morning. NFF General Secretary Dr. Mohammed Sanusi said it was an unfortunate incident because we had our protocol officers on ground at the airport and they did the needful before the team arrived. We are a responsible organization and the various national teams have been going out and returning to Nigeria since this COVID-19 protocols. Procedures and guidelines started, since this COVID-19 protocols and procedures and guidelines started, we have never been caught napping. The issue had to do with the COVID-19 protocols, and we had no control over how things would be approached by the officials in charge at the airport each time. In this particular case, we fulfilled our part of the requirements. However, some other group of individuals arrived at the same time as the Super Falcons contingent, and were bent on circumventing the process. And this compelled the health officials to adopt stern measures and even lock up some of their offices. It was beyond us, but we have already apologized to our players and officials over this incident.
Okay, that is from the General Secretary of the NFF, said it was beyond. Yeah. The thing is not directly related to them. Yeah, exactly. It was incidental. They happened to be there when others wanted to do this. And probably what would have happened, maybe we've spoken to a lot of persons from what side, is that people say, don't know these are the Super Falcons, they should leave. I say, no, what we are doing is, whether you are the Super Falcons or not, you should not. You understand? Yeah. And then, so another thing would have also been, like you said, it is exchange. Because, please, these are Super Falcons, they are coming back with a very strenuous journey. Okay, can we get them somewhere? But we say, they must leave. No, we don't. It depends on how they talk to themselves, between the officials and the protocol officers, to say, okay, fine. Even if they are going to remain there for 4, 5, 6, or 7, 8 hours, they have to be comfortable. That's what they are going to do them. Or let us, they are our girls, they are our, we welcome them. I mean, no matter how, I know at the airport here, the moment they arrive, that anyway, when everybody goes there to go and show them.
Typical of Nigerians, when we arrive, everybody wants to cross immigration. on time, pick your baggage. Like you didn't stay on the aircraft for hours.
Yes.
So, but it is what it is. I like the fact that they've come up with this statement to address that issue and nip it in the bud. Timely, exactly.
So that is it. So that is those are the girls, and I know a lot of those are we can see them there. A lot of consultations, a lot of explanations going on. It is not everything that have to be sensational. Of course, these girls, some of them are getting traumatic. We've seen them how they were feeling. Something would have happened. But in this case, like I said, those who are leading the girls would have been exposed to this at this point in time. It would have been protocol officers to the immigration officers. We know this is not the fault, but what can we do in the interim so that our girls can be comfortable and not experience this, this happening? I think that is what would have happened. But everybody want to show in Nigeria, do you know who I am? Or do you know what I am? Everybody wants to show the power either from this side or from the other side. Yes. And nobody wants to give grounds. And at the end of the day, the girls, let's say when two elephants fight, it is the grass that feels the brunt of whatever, of their weight of that fight. But thank God they were able to, because they didn't feel they were supposed to feel those COVID forms. They didn't do it in Cote d'Ivoire. They left, they said they were running late. And then they have to pay when they get, even when they waiver. So a lot of things have to be done. So if we want to waive it for them, there has to be a process where that thing has to be followed. Yeah. And that is done. Anywhere in the world, it is done.
Absolutely.
It is done. Exactly. So that is not the thing. But important that our girls, we apologize. We see, even as the NFF has apologized, we apologize to you. And then the Oyibo girl, the plum-tree, we apologize to you. I'm telling you, I say your experience, because she need to fly back. She need to fly back. Asked to fly back to England, to Leicester, and then this has happened to her after that dance. I will get that video of where she was dancing right there in Cote d'Ivoire after we defeated the Ivorians. It's all well that ends well. So we hope that this did end well, and that is what we want to go. So like we said also, our match between Ghana and Nigeria for the World Cup qualifier, the dates have just been moved from 24th. In Ghana, the first leg from 24th to 25th, and the return leg from 27th to 29th. Theo, how our boys are faring? How do you see this thing panning out?
Ken, okay, good afternoon, viewers. Good to be on the program again. Okay, let's coming from the African Cup of Nations. We saw how Nigeria and Ghana fared at the competition. Now the Nigerian team, especially with so much fanfare and so much hype, only for us to get knocked out at the first round by the Tunisian national team. Now we have a very, very important game against our eternal rivals. That's the Ghanaians. And I know it's not a game that we can afford to lose. Looking at the form of our players playing in Europe, we discovered that, yes, this guy's actually really doing well. Watching Emmanuel Dennis, watching Ribo, watching Kelechi Iheanacho, I know all of that, they're all doing fantastically well. These guys are doing well. But coming down to this particular game, we cannot afford to lose this match. We cannot afford not to go to the World Cup. Okay, see,
$11 million.
The money aside now, the pride. I know what happened on social media when Ghana performed poorly at. Oh my God! It was back and forth. Now imagine one of these teams have the opportunity to go to the World Cup at the expense of the other team. It's more than just football at stake. It's national pride. And it is national pride.
It's national pride.
Yes.
And also the jollof. No. You guys are laughing. That is important. We want to know which jollof that will be cooked in Qatar. Which jollof are they going to test? Are they testing the Ghana jollof or the Nigerian jollof? So definitely we did that one.
It's just like a bet, you said. For Nigeria and Ghana, it goes beyond the football.
It's beyond football.
And it's beyond form. It's beyond the current form. People might look at the Ghanaian team and say, oh, they made a mess of themselves at the But when a dying Ghanaian team sees the Super Eagles of Nigeria, it becomes another story entirely. And they've always had the better over us, if you look at it historically. But there's all to play for in this, and that is the World Cup ticket. Whoever wins this goes to the World Cup. Do we want to miss out of the World Cup? No. Do Ghanaians want to miss out of the World Cup? No. So it boils down to who wants it more. Who wants it more? Who will prepare more?
And who's able to come to the party on that day?
On that day. Who will put in his house in order more, and who will come to the party on that day? Looking at the form of our boys, the new addition that's talking about Lukman, Ndidi, Iheanacho, Dennis, I think our guys are in spectacular form now going into that particular match. But let the administrators play their own part on what they should do, and let the coaching crew too do what they need to do. And by the grace of God, victory will be ours.
Amen.
Okay, victory will be ours. So you can see that. So let us go back, because I mean we talk about the Super Falcons, we talk about the achievement, what they did right in Cote d'Ivoire, qualifying for the AFCON in Morocco, and also coming back, what they experienced at the Abuja Stadium, the International Nnamdi Stadium right there in Abuja. Since let us just move it that way and see because the U.S. soccer, the female team, I think they're one of the most successful teams in the world. Yeah. They at a point felt that they were being shortchanged. That the male team, they are playing football, while also the female team are also playing football. But then they now said, look, why should the male earn more than them?
Way more.
So the negotiations went on, and then the USA Federation came and said, look, if we look at it, you guys are earning more than them. And then at the end of the day, they went to the tribunal circuit, and they now went to court. And the court, that when the thing got to the court, it got to the status, okay, fine, let this case not go on, let us settle. So they settled, and that is what this structure is. You can take that structure.
Okay, the U.S. soccer pay structure,
yes.
16 female players.
Yes.
That's $100,000.
Yeah. What that means is that unlike the male national team, the female national team, the 16 of them are on permanent employ of the team. So they only just call additional players to join them when when they have matches to play or competition to go to. So those 16 players earn $100,000 annually. Okay.
For World Cup qualification bonus, as for the men, they get $67,000.
Yes, if they qualify for the World Cup.
They qualify for the World Cup, and the women $37,500.
$37,500. So that one is clear. Then for
winning bonus, the men will get $9,375, while the women will get $5,250.
Yes, and then for losing,
the men will have $5,000, while the women get zero, nothing. And if by adventure they win the World Cup, the men will have $407,608, while the women will get $100,000.
Yes.
And if you look at, in terms of honors, the CONCACAF Gold Cup, the men have won it 7 times. The women, they've won the World Cup 4 times, Olympic Gold 4 times, CONCACAF Gold Cup 8 times.
So they are saying
that we've done better than the men.
No, they're not better. There's no comparison. We've done something. The men have not done anything.
But you see, yes, we
in our local parlance, you reach to go court.
But historically, proceeds from male football was used to finance and bring awareness to female football for it to be accepted and adopted. So which
proceed was used to make for the men football just get up? No, men football just on their own they just woke up one day and started getting proceeds.
Ken, if you feel the way the American ladies have gone to court, and this can only happen in such crime.
Exactly.
It can't happen in such crime.
Because here, when the captain of the team says, pay us our bonus, they will suspend. They will suspend you. They will write.
You are blacklisted.
You are blacklisted. You understand? But here is it. They took the federation to court.
I thought football matters don't go to court.
And I'm telling you.
Football matters.
They went to court, and then they say that is civilization, that is understanding, that is mutual respect, and that is what we're talking about here. So look, they went to court, they trashed it out. They said, let us go there, let us present our case. We have won the World Cup 4 times. We have won the Olympic Gold 4 times. We have won the CONCACAF Gold Cup 8 times. For goodness sake, and then these guys even have a losing bonus. We don't.
So you go, you play, you lose. Bye-bye.
At the end of the day, they settled at $24 million dollars. $22 million we're giving to them, which the players will now come out with the structure of how to share it. How to share it. Yeah. Then the U.S. soccer will look at it as, okay, fine, we agree with that is. You see, that is where we understanding.
But they are the protagonists.
You understand? So this is your money. Bring out the structure. We shall look at it. I can only make suggestions. Then the remaining $2 million is from where they can say, okay, fine. After you've retired, you can each player can access up to $50,000 in getting these things done. I mean, this is what we should be learning. This we should not strike fear on the hearts of our players, even the male, the female. I remember if you talk to a coach, you are indisciplined. In Nigeria, it's where indiscipline is. When you want to claim your right, they say you are indisciplined.
Yeah.
No, but you see, based on our culture, once a younger person stands up to an older one, they say you are rude.
You are rude, disciplining somebody.
Are you talking back at me?
At me? You're not even supposed to look at that directly.
Yes, you are even staring at me. Who are you to stare at me? I tell you this. So I mean, we bring these things on so that we understand that there are ways things are done.
Our administrators should borrow a cue, really, because recall like 3-4 weeks ago we spoke about players of Sunshine Stars,
yes,
players of which particular team? Is it Atlant?
Atlant Football Club.
Football Club being owed backlog of salary. Ken, I don't know whether you even followed the story again. They had promised they were going to make some.
Yeah, I think it was 18 February, the deadline. Probably that. I think let us see. I think since there was no ripples, probably
maybe the money
because
had been paid.
at a point, yes, I did get some news that the players are started getting their alerts. They started getting their alerts. We don't know if everybody has gotten their alerts. But between now and next week Sunday,
I think we should do a follow-up.
We should be able to verify if everybody has gotten their alerts. Because I think all is calm now. But let us hope that, like, if you clear this one, it's not easy to now starting,
piling
another backlog, and that is the thing. So probably Hatland would have done the needful. They even divided Aimba, I tell you this. I mean, so it's also.
They must be in good spirit.
So that is the thing. So let's just leave football for a while and go to athletics because we have this news that Fivo Philly she just break the indoor records for both the African and Nigerian record. At the indoors, she has run this. She has broken the record almost 5 times now, but this is the indoor record that she ran at 22.61 seconds at this SEC indoor championship right there in the US. There she is. I mean, this is a wonder. She has run the fourth. The first fastest time this year, and so she in the mix now. If she continues this way, probably at the World Championship in the next competition, she should be in the medal range. And this is good. A lot of them, we just picked out Ophelia. A lot of them, are doing well right now. But she stood out with this record performance.
Our progression has been very, very encouraging.
Immense. From where she just went to the US, and that's the thing.
US. We saw what she did at the World Athletic Championship
yes.
in Doha. We saw what she did at the last games, Athletic Games in Africa, and doing this at the indoor. This is like the fastest time.
Yes.
For an African woman.
An African woman. That is an African record. First of all, for it to be an African record, we are inside Africa.
Absolutely. And our own personal best. And again, she's been rated as one of the top 5 in the state of Louisiana, where she's doing her thing. So we knew that she's going places. Let's just hope that our management team would be able to keep her and do the right things for her. Because coming from looking at the story of Blessing Okagbare, after having toiled for those number of years, ending it like this with this doping issue, for me is sad.
And management is key.
Exactly, because you see, for us, not just Africans, for anybody, your people that mentors you, people that manages you, determine to a greater extent the level how far you would go. If you see people who did it right, if you are privileged to work with people, if you are lucky to work with people who can mold you and set you on the right path, even when you falter, you will be able to come up. We see this with a lot of black athletes, sportmen, sportwomen. You see a lot of potentials, but they never get to fulfill it. So Ophelia has been identified some years back as somebody with great potential and talent. Yes, she's living up to it now, but I hope and I want to our management team to really get the hang of it so that at least they can be their director and guide.
All right. Okay. I want to take a very short break. And when we come back, Channel Sport on Sunday continues. Stay by your phone because you will join the conversation. Okay, welcome back. It is the Channel Sport on Sunday. And then, like I said today, we're going to give you a lot of tennis, a lot of Other sports, not just football, but then the football stories are that much, like we said. So let's take it one after the other. Let us go straight and look at and tennis now. Let's look at tennis. Nadal, like we said, the Australian Open against all because he was coming back from injury, went the distance, and we were saying at least when he met Medvedev in the final, it was supposed to be just a walkover. Of course, Medvedev has been playing so fearfully. Well, what does this speak for Djokovic? He has lost his world number one. By tomorrow now, Medvedev will be the world number one. We thought, playing there in Qatar, that, he was at the Dubai Classic, he was going to come up with something, but he was beaten by Jiri, Vesely. And that's so he lost that, and then with few tournaments, he's not talking about probably that with inactivity will affect his form if you are not playing so much.
You're not in competition mode. It's normal when you're not playing consistently. You're not playing with people.
So what is this for him? I mean, because now maybe with the French Open, he might not be allowed to play that unless it takes the vaccine, and then we don't know the US Open also. I know in England, I don't think they're going to allow him to play the Wimbledon. No matter how strict they are, or let us probably during that period, people are saying, okay, now that we are lifting all whatever.
A couple of countries are relaxing the
all the COVID restrictions.
The COVID restrictions.
Yes.
So let's wait till then. But for Djoko, what happened at the Australian Open can break anybody.
Yeah.
And I understand what also happened to him in Dubai, the UAE. Yes, this would impact him negatively, like you said. When you are not in competition mode and when you are not playing against the best, there is a way it impacts on you. Number one, your body, physically, you are not at that peak of form where you'll be able to compete properly. Then again, you are dropping points. And you know what that does to the
mentally as well.
If you look, every time if you look at the ranking now, if I don't defend this point, you drop. You don't even gain any point at all. To if you are defending 1,000 points or 500 points, and the point just go without you gaining 100 or 200 or whatever it is,
it can be very depressing. And here is a Nadal on the ascendancy, seems to be unstoppable, amassing every point available. So I know, but Djokovic is also a tough and resilient person.
That final in Australia against Medvedev, we were following it here, and it was tense for everybody.
I wanted him to say something. He didn't say anything about.
In fairness, we never give Nadal the chance.
Who are the we? Who are the we?
Myself and Jimmy.
Okay. It's good.
While yourself and Jimmy Alaka, you were very much behind Nadal, and Nadal showed the form. Nadal showed why he's Nadal. The stuff is made of. Coming back from behind and defeating a very strong.
Becoming the first man to win 21.
To win 21.
I mean, that's 21 big ones. I think
that's something.
21 big ones, man. I like that. That is
but is it the GOAT? That's
for now, you see, we discussed it. He is. Okay, if it's not the GOAT, who is now? The guy has
Let's see when they all call quit their career, when they call time on their career.
We don't, for now, let us be realistic. We don't see Roger coming. Roger will miss Wimbledon. So you can only be fit for US Open.
Yes,
and so we don't as fit because age is also catching up on him. Whatever it is, we might look at Roger. Oh, we're looking at Serena. Oh, Serena. The Serena of 5-10 years ago is not the Serena of today.
Yeah,
I mean, the reflexes, the whatever it is, are not the same. So you don't see it is catching up, and that is just the thing. So as at now, anyone they pick is additional. This 21 to him is like a bonus because the time is running out.
Absolutely, you're right.
So that is just the thing.
And all things just seem to be working in favor for
Nadal because I mean,
Federer is injured. Djokovic is mentally not even where he's supposed to be. And then with the kind of form he's currently in, anybody that's coming up against him right now will know that okay, fine, this guy can pull a comeback, can pull a rabbit out of your hat at any point in time. So he always has the mental edge against anybody I think he'll be coming up against right now. And then he's just for Nadal.
And he wants to go into his season.
The season and
the clay season. Moving from the hardcore to the clay season. Okay. So let's see. Let's come back to football today. It will be Chelsea taking on Liverpool right there in Wembley. At Wembley, that is at the Carabao Cup final. So I don't know. We want to open the lines now. Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans, and Nigerian sport fans. You guys can join us on this show. Let us look at Nigeria, Ghana. We know who do you think it is going to pan out. What should we be doing? Our boys are doing well. Like we said, you can't forget the fact that Lukman just came in, and then monitoring all of them. Dennis, in fact, the stats that Dennis has posted is almost it's in the top 10 in all the something in NPFL. I was going through those stats and I said, wow, if this guy he was not part of the AFCON, if he is getting to the AFCON and they find a space for him in that team, and then we'll now see me coming back also in that team, we now know what we are going to do. So these are the things that, you guys can join this. But let us go to England because Roman has just handed the club over to the foundation. Okay, Owo is calling us immediately. Hello, Owo.
Here we go.
Oh, thank you, Ken. I'm waiting for Niger Tornado and Kwara United.
Okay, they are playing at Ilorin today.
Yeah, I'm calling from Ilorin now.
Okay. When are you going to the stadium?
No, I told Bashiru. He said I should meet him by 3 o'clock. So we talk to you, please. That's
okay.
The officer of Kwara United.
Okay.
Yeah. So please, don't be annoyed. I want you to ask Bashiru to let you know what all the players we have in the Kwara United now.
Is Bashiru with you there?
No, he said by 3.
No, it's not with me.
Okay, he will be to by 3 o'clock. All right, no problem. By 3 o'clock, we'll talk to him offline.
Because you interviewed Sunshine media officer. You need to interview this Kwara United media officer for us. And secondly,
go on.
And Chelsea today.
Yes.
By the grace of God, Chelsea have a pattern to beat Liverpool today. By the grace of God.
Okay.
Thank you very much. If it is Man U, I must be there. But they will beat Man U. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Niger Tornadoes will show you something today. All right, thank you. I think Owo is a terrorist. He kept on terrorizing us on this set. Owo supports Kwara United, and this is what we love about him. He's unabashed. He's also a Chelsea fan. So I like guys who you support. Some people say, "Oh, you are supporting in Europe. Why not supporting Nigeria?" But I say that most of people are those who support teams in Europe support that passion for Nigeria. We're talking about Roman. Now, this is Roman. Okay, let's take this statement from Roman.
So during my nearly 20-year ownership of Chelsea FC, I've always viewed my role as a custodian of the club, whose job is it ensuring that we are as successful as we can be today, as well as build for the future, while also playing a positive role in our communities. I've always taken decisions with the club's best interests at heart. I remain committed to these values. That is why I am today giving trustee of Chelsea's charitable foundation the stewardship and care of Chelsea FC. I believe that currently they are in the best position to look after the interests of the club, players, the staff, and the fans.
They are in the best. I believe that currently they are in the best position to look after the interest of the club.
Ken,
yes.
You see, Roman is just preempting the UK government.
Yes.
So, Chelsea is owned by a company called Forstan.
Yes.
And Forstan borrowed 1.5 billion from another company called Kimberley International, registered in the British Islands. And that company is controlled by Roman. So you can see. So now, going by what is happening, okay, we have a caller.
Okay.
Informa is calling from Lagos.
Hello, Forma. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm fine. I want to greet everybody well done there.
Okay.
Yes, concerning the match, let me ask, is there any club from the better state than in this Nigeria Premier League?
For now, no. Okay, what it was? Sorry. Don't look at where's Warri Wolves?
No, they're not. The Warri Wolves are not.
Are they in the league? They are not in the league. Let that all
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, thank you very much. But concerning the match that will be playing in Wembley today, I think Liverpool winning the trophy this evening. Yes. They are going to win Chelsea this evening. Yes. I'm giving it to Liverpool.
You're going to Liverpool? Because of the African connection?
Not really that. No, not really that. It's like looking at it. Liverpool, apart from the Champions League and the Premiership they just won, it's like they have never laid a hand. They have been to the final maybe twice and they lost it. So I just see them that they should win it this time around. So you will not add another credit to the coaching crew. So.
Okay. So you are giving it to Liverpool?
I'm giving it to Liverpool.
Okay. Thank you, Former. Thank you very much.
So, so as I was saying, so Kimberley International, first time borrowed 1.5 billion from Kimberley International. Kimberley International is run by Abramovich. So I think Abramovich is just playing smart here in case the UK government tries to take his assets, which Chelsea will be a part of. That's why he's now...
His most prized possession.
Exactly. Handing it over to the foundation. But the million-dollar question is this. The foundation doesn't earn money. It's a charitable organization. How will the foundation be funded? That's the...
I think they will be running it. The business part of Chelsea will still be there. I mean, because one, how do they get their? How do they make their money from? They already have their commercial as a commercial entity. It's like this. It's for stewardship and care. It's like they were just like a board, just overseeing. But they will be looking at the accounts and other things.
His legal team will now have a case if the British government say we want to seize this asset to say no, this asset no longer belongs to Roman.
Yes.
So when you say it's a charitable organization, will the taxpayer allow Chelsea to be funded through taxpayers' money? No, that will not happen.
They will have challenges in fund that the fund that has been coming in.
That's the cross of the it's just been smart by half.
Smart by half.
All right. So that is because this is consequence upon a lot of issues that actually transpired before it got to this. Like we said, we just gave you that we said Nigeria will play Ghana 24th and 29th of March. But then the Euro qualifiers for the World Cup is also there. And in one of those matches, Russia, they are involved because they've not qualified for the World Cup. They have to go through a playoff, and they are supposed to play against Poland. Now, Poland initially, if anybody that wins that match between Poland and Russia, we meet the match between Sweden and Czech Republic. Now, Poland said Poland, Czech Republic, and Sweden issued a statement that based on what is happening, they don't want to play in Russia. That is the first aspect. That UEFA and FIFA should look at it and know what they want to do. But after that, Poland now came up and said, we are not even going to play against Russia, whether it is in Russia or in anywhere.
Now we can't pretend that nothing is happening.
We can't pretend that nothing is happening. We are not playing this match. And they were also able to convince Sweden to toe the same line, that they don't want to have anything to do with Russia. Now, the thing is, apart from Czech Republic now, this is Lewandowski. Before Lewandowski said this, let us take the statement. Let us take the statement of their FA, of the Polish. Yes, the Polish FA chairperson, where is that? He made a statement before Lewandowski did that. I think we're trying to get that statement. The statement from the...
in the meantime, we have a call.
We have a caller.
Ayo is calling from
Ayo is calling from Ogun State.
Okay. Hello, Ayo.
Hello.
Ayo, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I greet everyone over here there.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ayo.
Well done. I'm Chelsea fans, but the way things is going on, Liverpool plays fine football. And though I'm a Chelsea fan,
Ayo, calm down. That you are afraid. Speak well. You are a fan now. The match has not even started, and you are shaking. Calm down, Ayo.
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Let's hear you. Go on.
I give it to Liverpool.
You give it to Liverpool.
That's the new one.
They play fine football.
They play fine football.
They are on top form right now.
That's all.
Are you going to watch the match?
I watch it now.
You will watch the match?
Of course.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Thank you so much.
It's okay, Ayo. It's okay. Sometimes it's like that. Thank you.
I think I looked at Chelsea's form, and I looked at Liverpool's form as well. I mean, Liverpool,
and even the psyche of the players, going by what is happening, going by what is happening around the club. So it's impacting on the players, whether you like it or not.
Thomas said something about that. They wouldn't pretend that there is nothing going on. You know, and then you have to look at Liverpool as well. Mohamed Salah running rings around opponents, and then Sadio Mane is scoring bicycle kicks here and there. They're coming up against Chelsea that don't seem to know what
we coordinated, know what they're doing.
I mean, I really cannot blame the young guy.
Okay,
absolutely.
All right, like we are saying, the ripple effect of this Russian presence in Ukraine is taking a toll right there in sports. Let us start with this. The UEFA Champions League final. Okay, we have Garba.
He's calling from Benue State.
Hello, Garba. How are you?
Hello. Good afternoon, Ken.
Good afternoon.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. How is Benue?
Benue is cool. Benue is fine. The only thing we are facing this scarcity. First scarcity is still biting harder here in Benue State. I don't know what's happening in Makurdi.
Even in Lagos, as we're coming in fact, the traffic on the road, long queues. We hope this will get. We thought by now 2-3 weeks probably thing would have gotten over. Go on.
I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm optimistic and confident that we are winning Chelsea. We are winning Chelsea for what now? Ken. You know here what Ayo said? You already give up. I look at the circumstance around everything. You understand? Sure, all this Russia and issues because of Abramovich, the psychology of the players, Chelsea. We get advantage over them. That's fact. No matter how little it is, we'll get advantage over them. And I believe that even the crowd in the stadium, definitely the banner of Ukraine, will attack them psychologically. We get edge over them. And aside from that, we are playing almost 78 matches unbeaten. And still down in England. I don't think there's any team that is currently in form like Liverpool.
No, I think, Liverpool. You guys have lost just 2 matches since November or so.
So you see, if you look at their matches, even their match, the last match that they struggle against Crystal Palace, they struggle. Even their last final that they play, Global Cup, they struggle. They are just being lucky. So I'm saying optimism and confidence that we are winning it, even by our long goal, 2 goals, 3 goals, even get extra time, even penalty shootout. I think all the kind of parameters show that Liverpool will carry it, unless other way around. We know game of football. Sometimes you cannot predict.
You see, I like all this analysis before the match starts. Because when the match starts, you know, it is 11-11 that will be on that particular pitch. And you know that to get structure is difficult to break down. The man will just go over there and then you see what is going to happen.
Let's not go to Africa, but I'm telling you, next week I will call you. You congratulate me.
All right. When you win, try call next week and I will congratulate you. I will do that.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Okay, like we were saying before Gariba called, the Champions League final has been removed out of there. I want us to take also, you can take them at once. The Formula 1 Grand Prix that's supposed to take place in September. They didn't just suspend it. They said it has been cancelled.
I think that was an hasty decision. I don't know.
But with the happening currently.
They didn't even just say let us. Are you getting it?
Exactly.
Manchester United now have also said they have a 40 million endorsement deal with Aeroflot, and Manchester United said we are cancelling this particular endorsement, with Aeroflot, and then this is exactly what is happening. This is taking a toll in sport.
Absolutely.
Let us take each of them at the Champions League final. Glamour, May 28th.
Exactly.
Taking away to Paris.
It was supposed to happen in St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg, yes.
But it's been moved to Paris now.
Yeah.
That's a big blow.
Yeah.
Coupled with the fact that Russia is has already been sanctioned by the other world powers in the West.
Yes.
A lot of endorsements, a lot of sporting activities are being moved away from Russia. You spoke to the Formula 1 now. Manchester United cancelling their deal with the Russia airline. Aeroflot.
Yes.
That means a lot. Sport is supposed to be a vehicle to drive inclusion and unity. And that's why
it's politics interfering with sports.
And exactly, that's my point. So I think these things are, yes, sport federations are identifying with their, how do I put it, their political, the country's political leadership decision.
Yeah.
And that's why you see all this alignment and realignment. Yes, UK is sanctioning Russia. Sure. So you can see Manchester United cancelling the deal with Aerosol. But I think sport is one thing that can bridge this. See what happened yesterday before the match of Man City and Everton. We saw Zinchenko and Yamalenko, everybody coming out together to talk about Ukraine and all whatnot. So if sport loses this opportunity to be able to bring countries together where politics has failed, I think it's a disservice to the sport.
I think we'll look at that direction. We just want to go on another very, very short break. But when we do come back, the lines will still be open. Stay with us. It's a Channel Sport on Sunday. Okay, you're welcome back. It is still Channel Sport on Sunday, and I hope we are reaching you wherever you are. You are part of the show. Okwemi Ajala has just joined us. Okwemi, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Ken, for having me. And we're talking about the human and animal rights and how feasible it is to get slammed for eating your cat and putting the horses through the stress with performance-enhancing drugs and also several beatings.
I think this thing has to do with culture, different culture from different angle, how you look at it. You will see us here, somebody might fall off and then get injured and people will okay. But you will see a cat hanging somewhere and people will risk their life. Or a dog inside that you would do a search party, in order to rescue and save. So I think it has to do with, I think our culture, our way of life and how we view it. You understand? Some people in certain part of the world, like the cow. I think probably in India and that area, the cow is a sacred, is a sacred animal, and then they don't toy with it. And on the other side, it is beef. Yeah. Are you getting me? So it depends on how your perspective and your way of life, and that is also the thing. So, but when in Rome. You understand?
You act like the Romans.
So I think that is the survival things. Adapt to the environment, and that is if you can do just that.
So that you don't insult their own sensibilities.
Exactly.
Especially as it concerns their culture.
Concerns them.
I remember the issue with when the Sheikh took over Newcastle.
Yes.
Initially, they thought those dressing with the Arabian coach style of dressing were insulting the sensibility of the Arabian. So later, they are actually embracing it. So, as you said, yes, just ensure you don't insult the sensibility of
your host. Just flow with it. Okay. So that is let us come home. Let us look at our league because we are still talking about the ripple effect of the Russian presence in Ukraine. But let's look at our league, the Nigerian presence in Nigeria. Remo, like we said, Remo started like a house on fire, and then so along the line, they went to Gombe, and then they got stuck, and then lost again at home to Aqua United, and lost a third match. And say, what is happening? Okay, who do we have on the line?
Francis from Benin.
Hello, Francis. How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, afternoon.
Let's hear you.
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Okay, but not like Ayo.
No, not like Ayo. Ayo is a woman. No. Yeah, I believe Chelsea is going to win the cup.
Okay. Yeah, give it to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are going to do the same like we did the other day.
Which other day? You want the Champions League?
Yes. Then the Super Cup.
Okay, the Super Cup. Okay, yes, you also want the Super Cup, and then the FIFA World Cup. You guys have been picking you have just been picking trophies anyhow. But Liverpool will not allow you the way they are doing.
No. Liverpool can't stand Chelsea down. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Pope Francis. Let's see. I hope you guys will call back because the last dollar, the other. Okay. Garba also called from Benue.
Yes, from Benue.
Benue too. It's okay. Both of you called from Benue. Let's hope you guys will call it on Sunday because definitely one of you will not be a winner.
Yeah. Sure.
And I hope the one who did not win should be the one to call so that let us know this happening. Okay. So that is that. So let us look at the NPFL. Like we said, can we see the? Let us see the fixtures of matches were played yesterday, and then the fixtures for today. Can we have that so that we can? Okay.
So Rivers United topping Rivers United 2-1 better than National United. Enugu Rangers a bargain draw with Kano Pillars at home. Atland 1-0 superior over Eyimba.
Over Eyimba.
Yeah.
Finidi George Eyimba.
Yeah. Remo Stars 2 better than Castina United. Shooting Stars after getting the equalizer finally losing to Abia Warriors 2-1.
Yeah.
Dakada getting the better of Lobby Stars 2-1.
Okay. There are still some matches today. Can we have that? These are the matches that played yesterday. So we still have a few matches. I want to a view of today's matches that will be coming on. Those are the results for yesterday. Because we're not playing Saturdays and Sundays. I think it is good so that we can have that. At a point they were saying, look, because the English League goes on Saturdays, our fans will know they were going to be. But look at the crowd that are coming out. It tells you that you wherever it is, there is not like your content, your own personal.
Yes, and when you have the numbers of teams from Lagos in the NNL, you cannot force them to play on a Saturday.
Yes.
You have to alternate for those teams because you have like 3 teams.
Yes.
Then you still have MFM.
We have Van Dressa, you have Ikorodu City, you have even the Lagos City.
And we have just one functional stadium as we speak. Teslim, Agege and Mobolaji are still under renovation. So there is no way 4 teams will play on a Saturday.
On the Saturday. Mm-hmm. Okay, if you can get the best out of them. Okay, so those are the teams I thought we'll look at today's fixtures for the league, and also I think Rivers State are still on top of the league.
Rivers United.
Rivers United are still topping the league. So that is the thing. But you know what we are saying here before you came in, we're looking at the disciplinary measures that were being taken. Okay.
Chuks is calling from Akwa Ibom.
Hello, Chuks. How are you?
Yeah, good afternoon, Ken.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, and the other 2 guys, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Chuks.
Yeah, Ken, I think I'm calling at the right time when you guys are talking about Nigerian professional football, Nigerian thing.
Yeah.
Ken, I can't remember the last time I saw you guys show some clips about Nigerian football, like you show German league, you just show German league, the goals, the score. At least if you guys once in a while do that, that will also help. You've been talking about improving Nigerian football. It will also help the fans who are at home, who watch, or rather who would want to see those goals that Nigerian teams score in our league. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
We do show almost every week we drive. But understand one thing: the Nigerian Football League is not on television, so we just have to get clips that we have to come and show you. So it's difficult going to different venues to go and play unless probably so the matter are playing within the Lagos and the environs. We can go over there and get it then for you to go and watch. Of course, we have the right issues and other things, and there is a limit to what we can do. So there, the ones we are showing, even the foreign league we are showing, probably just 1 or 2, maybe the Bundesliga that will show you a little bit of snippets. So we will spend more time in talking Nigerian sports, in Nigerian football, and whatever. Today we have spent so much time in talking Nigerian football. We're just talking about this. We've talked about the Falcons. We're talking about the Super Eagles. We're talking about Ofile. A lot of all our sports here is almost Nigerian centered. So that is just the thing, Chuks. Go on.
I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree with you. Okay,
all right.
Yeah. One more thing before I go, please, Ken. One more thing.
Go on.
I think it's a big shame on the league management company about the sanctions they've meted out to Gombe.
To Gombe United, which we discussed earlier. Have you been following the show from the beginning today?
Definitely, yeah.
But we discussed that. We are still going to look at it. When we are saying that Dakada was punished, when one of their coach, Aslan Kudi, slapped the referee and they were slammed and sent to Benin. We're saying Niger Tornadoes were punished when they were even sent from their adopted home of Ilorin and taken back to Abuja. And here is Gombe United, also involved in this, attacking Plateau United, attacking the referee, attacking the match commissioner, and then you are just telling them they should play one match at home. I think this is a kind of a double standard from what we are saying. We expect a level playing field. We expect that anybody who infringes...
There is any possible way they can send them packing, for God's sake.
Yeah, that is what we are going to. That's what we are going to. We are holding LMC accountable on this. They are the one that is dishing out all these disciplinary measures, and then we are saying that yes, what is good for the goose should also be good for the gander. Treat everything equally. Treat every incident the same way that that you treat it. If they infringe any of your clauses, go out there and do and carry out the disciplinary measures that you are taking. That for Gombe, we said which year we took about that when a team was treated lightly, and we took it out there. But we saw the resultant effect. Chooks is still there. Sorry. Hello, Chooks.
Yeah.
So that is it, Chooks. That is it. I believe that they will look at it because other teams that have been treated earlier or will not like what is happening.
Ken, the treatment, the fine meted out to Gombe United is a slap on the wrist. Really. Yes. Like you said, Dakar did the same thing and they were banished. So Gombe United match the 14 against Plateau. The match commissioner's report stated the same thing just as the referee's report, that they were attacked.
Yes.
And Plateau United stated the same thing. But they are saying, oh, Plateau United is misrepresenting the fact. Who is LMC supposed to believe? You sent the commissioner there for God's sake.
Yes.
And that's why
the referee.
And the referee. So you got the report of the referee and that of the match commissioner. You find them 2 million naira, and you ask them to play one match at home behind them closed doors. No. That should not happen. That's a slap on the wrist. And they need to really take a look at that decision again and do what is right. Really.
I think the appeal committee needs to also look at what has been done. We are seeing this is not justice. Justice has not been served. Yeah. This is just judgment. So I think the appeal committee needs to...
Because they have a right to appeal. Yes. So I think they should Plateau United should appeal.
But again, it should not be Plateau United should not even be the litigant, because this is offensive to equity and everything football owes in esteem. So it's not Plateau United should not be the person, the team pushing for this. You have the report, as Yemi said, from the match commissioner and the referee. So they should take action based on the weight of the evidences before them. But it's insufficient.
There is no appeal, because the only people that can appeal here is Plateau United. Gombe United will be happy with what they've given to them.
Don't forget that Plateau United was also even fined.
And that one I said, that's a Plateau United are the ones that will appeal this.
But I don't think we should make a mockery of the arbitration process, and that is what the LMC are doing.
That's exactly what
making a mockery of whatever is in the status books.
Meanwhile, that is the standing.
So the two Uniteds, Rivers United and Plateau United, Remo Stars after one win back to third position. Enugu Rangers in fourth with 24 points. Akwa United fifth, Kwara United sixth, Nasarawa United 10th, and the MFM still 14 matches, rock bottom. Katsina United, Dakar, Atlant, Niger Tornadoes, Abia Warriors in 15th, and Wiki Tories 11th position with 20 points. Okay. But one distinct this year is the gap between the first and the fourth. We're having like 6 points on like those days when it used to be like 2-3 points.
Okay. So you mean we are going home?
Yes, we're going home. Our heart goes out to the people in Ukraine. Yeah. Let's the sense of reasoning, let it prevail, on our political leaders, so that needless lives not be lost.
Okay.
Yeah, opportunity to attend to Intersport this week, but I think the local government authority should do more and partner with the education authority at local government level. It should not be only at Intersport that we see you. Let's be a year-round thing.
Yes, go back to the grassroots. That is what he's saying. At the local government, they are the closest to the people. And then if you want to pick there, say, everybody say, go back to school, go back to the grassroots. And there is no better way to go there than the local government. That is where you are. That is where they say education is free. Sporting at that level, put the facilities so that we can get them. As for the other things that are going on there, we pray that peace comes to the world, and sport should spearhead that peace. It is fair play, it is peaceful, and that is where the modern warfare should be taken within the rules of sporting engagement. I'm Ken Ochonogo. Have a very blessed Sunday. Deal with my power.